The township dogs do not recognize my footstep anymore. My nose can no longer withstand the stench of my neighborhood's blocked drains. My vernacular has lost touch with that of the people in the corner. My primary school friends chase me down the street for a rand. They do not recognize my face anymore. My high school sweetheart is now married. She does not recognize me anymore. I'm a stranger in my own hood. My home is a product of planks and cardboards, roofed with corrugated iron, all mended together by an undying love of two uneducated black parents. It is a 3-room shack with a convertible kitchen that turns into my bedroom at night. It is at the mercy of this lit candle that I can carve the story, because the landlord has not loaded the electricity again. I'm a paragraph away from describing the debilitating sensation of being forced to be confined like sardines in a tiny tin. I'm a few words from describing the pain my parents failed to hide from me and my siblings' eyes. It is an ungodly hour. My pen is thrust against a piece of paper carving what appears to be an unfinished poem, My Home. My home. A story with punctuation errors whose structure is hard to make sense of. The failed metaphors are all over the floor, all over my mother's kitchen, my bedroom, all over our yard. My home is hard to make sense of. With each letter I scribe, I imagine mending all the pieces that cut my mother while she was trying to mend us. With each thrust, I imagine a reality where the innocence of my primary school friends never escapes them. A reality where one's circumstance is not a punisher. It is a windy Sunday night, and the roof is unsteady, and so is my mind. I can still hear the church bells and the screams of my Sunday school, the screams of the preacher of my Sunday school. As I write this, memories come flooding. I have recollections of the pure bliss images. I have recollections of the pure bliss of my childhood, like any other black boy raised in the township. I have memories of the godlike images I had of my parents and my friends' parents, before they were all reduced to human beings like me in my eyes. I have memories of my innocence and the passion in the eyes of my primary school friends before they all became villains of the village. I have memories of homework being the only nemesis that stood before me and my happiness. And now it's the man in the broken mirror, or the broken man in the mirror. I can never tell the difference. All I know is that clouds keep the rain for their own thirst these days. All I know is that the boy who once resided inside this vessel is relocated without notice. All I know is that I'm a stranger in my own hood. And perhaps it is my pessimistic thoughts that exclude me from being part of my community. Perhaps it is my ears that do not recognize the bark of the township dogs. Perhaps this is what growth feels like. Perhaps. All I know is that writing about it helps ease the pain of this reality. With each flow of ink from my pen paper, I imagine the township streets a bit safer.
It's such a beautiful, beautiful piece. It's like listening to poetry, and you really just get the sense of being there. But I wanted to ask you about feeling a stranger in your own hood, and whether it was something that sort of crept up over time, or whether there was one event or catalyst.
The catalyst. I think in my experience, it was university was the catalyst, because I was from a township. I'm from the township, born and bred in the township here in Cape Town. And when I matriculated, I then went to university. And when I went to university, I entered a different space, but it was still in the same city, Cape Town. That's at UCT. And each time when we would have vacation, each time going home would feel like I have to negotiate with my home as a new space. It felt like that. And I think when the competition then came, I thought if I looked within my story and within my environment and my relation with the university space and the space back at home, and me feeling like I have two identities now, and as a result then being the stranger in my own house, but my house is still familiar to me, and my neighborhood is still, even to this day, still familiar to me, but the changes and battling with identity, I think that's when then the story came.
You say that at the end that writing helps ease the pain of this reality. Just want to know, have you tell me about that and how long you've been writing and
Yeah, I've been writing, I think, since high school, but at the time I didn't recognize it as writing. And when I say that it eases the pain, I think it gives me some way of being able to reflect on what's happening in society and my relation with my society or the communities within society. And writing for me is always that. I think sometimes I'll like today when I came here, I'm born in this city, but when I came to Roland and Beaconsfield Street, I battled with the map version that I have of the CBD, and the fact that the CBD feels like a different city, but I'm born in the city. You know, it's a very funny interaction. It's as if I'm from a different province, and so I think for me, writing then kind of helps me cement all of that, all of the changes. The same way that tonight I'm going to write about my experience with the CBD today. So when I say that writing helps ease the pain, I think I'm just referring to the reflection part of things.
Outlet helps make sense of things. Thank you so much.